Hey guys, this is Derek Ledwidge from Strive Fitness Performance. Today we're going to go over a video of how to create an effective meal plan for yourself. If you are a client or have been in the past here at Strive, you know that we do not really give out meal plans to our clients. Mostly because when you give out meal plans, they don't take into account the individual. Okay, doesn't take into account the individual's past, where they're beginning at, and a lot of times their overall goals. Okay, so that's why in like magazines or facilities that just say, "Hey, here you go, follow this plan, you're going to get great results." Science says that more than likely that's true, but it doesn't take into account the individual. Okay, and if it doesn't fit into your lifestyle, it's not going to take. And that's really what we want to achieve here at Strive: is we fit the correct stuff into your lifestyle and how what your goals are overall. For our purposes, there's going to be 6 different steps on how to create an effective meal plan for yourself. First one is going to be, how many times are you eating? All right. In the past, it's always been, hey, eat small meals, eat 6 small meals a day, and you're going to get great results. A lot of times, life gets in the way. Okay, it's really, really non-existent that if you ask a nurse who's working 12-hour shifts or even more that they have to eat 6 meals a day, because it's just simply not going to happen because they're constantly working. Okay, so that day they might be eating 3 meals a day or anything like that. Myself here at Strive, just because of the work schedule, a lot of times I eat 2 big meals and then try to get as many small meals in as I go. In past videos, you notice that we don't really use the word snacks; we use meals, just because we want to get full on meals throughout the day. For our purposes during this time, it's going to be around that 4 to 5 range. But again, it really depends on where you're at. If you're only eating 3 meals a day, maybe we can add another one. But if not, then we have to work around the portions. Okay, so that's going to be a key indicator on where you're starting. How many meals are you actually eating during the day? Meals, not snacks. So every single time you're putting food in your mouth, that's considered a meal. And so that's really what we want to focus on. Second one is going to be how much protein. Okay, and again, all of these are general. Okay, that's one of the things you're going to have to keep in mind, that because it really depends on where you're starting, what your goals are, and things like that. For general wise, guys, around 180 grams of protein if we're tracking macros. Women, around 120. Again, it really depends on where we're at, but more than likely, people are really, really under here for the protein. If we're going for portions, which, as you've seen in some of our other videos, it's around 6 to 8 palm sizes for guys, which is around 2 portions each meal. Women is around 4 to 5. Okay, so if you're not really into tracking your food or anything like that on MyFitnessPal, in reality, I would start doing that. But we can easily just track using our hand. Okay, so we really want to figure out how much protein we're going to end up getting. All right, or how much we need. Sorry. After that, we're going to end up putting that and dividing it amongst all the meals we're going to have. Okay, so if we end up doing the 8 portions or anything like that, we would divide that by how many meals we're actually currently eating, and that way it's nice and even. That's going to be the easiest way to get the adequate amount of protein, just because you know exactly how much you should get and what equals that portion. After that, we're going to end up picking a protein. Obviously, I don't have the right types of food, but you can easily Google it. If you're a client of ours, we give out a whole bunch of lists of adequate stuff that we should be getting. So I'm going to pick a protein, and again, this is one of the main reasons why we don't really like meal plans, because those are strict. Okay, if the meal plan constantly says you have to eat chicken and broccoli at like 4 meals, or you have to have a protein shake, but you don't like them, then you're not going to end up adhering to that meal plan. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different protein sources out there. If you hate chicken, don't eat chicken. Okay, if you hate salmon, don't eat salmon. Okay, I myself love chicken and love whitefish, but I do not like salmon, so I just don't simply eat it. All right, so you want to pick a protein and plug it into your meal plan. Okay, at each meal. After that, we're going to pick our veggie, okay, which again, fistful, go nuts. For our purposes, men and women, 6 to 8 fistful, okay, throughout the day. And again, ideally, we divide it amongst all the different meals, okay. So again, if I'm only having 2 meals a day, those portions are going to be really, really full, which is exactly why it's a little bit harder to have only 2 meals a day, okay. But again, there's different varieties. Just saying that you have to have broccoli is not going to make your life really, really that good. Next one, we're going to end up picking our fat, which is around the thumb size. All right. For nuts or anything like that, it's around a cupful of your hand. Okay. For guys, it's around 4 to 5. Women, 3 to 4. And again, if I want an equal amount, I divide it amongst my meals. Okay. That way, we're not just heavy into it or like that, or have just completely bagfuls of nuts. Last but certainly not least is the carb. Okay, this is really going to depend on what your goals are. If you're going for muscle building, we're going to actually end up having a little bit more. That's why this is just general. Okay, for our purposes, mostly people that come here are looking for fat loss or weight loss. We're going to focus these around the workout. Okay, for guys, it's around 2 to 3. Okay, bigger guys would end up going for 3. Myself, being a smaller male, I'm going to end up probably having 2 or maybe even 1.5. Okay, women is around 2 to 3. Again, more than likely, probably around 2. Just really depends on this on the size of the woman. Okay, but the key thing is we're focusing around the workout. There's different videos out there that we've made why we focus around the workout, but that's really what we're looking for. Okay, so we're not really going to divide that out amongst there. We're going to try to focus these mostly around that nighttime workout. Okay, hope this helped out. You don't really want to focus on creating your goals around a certain meal plan that someone gives you that they don't really know about your diet history. Okay, but this is a really good indicator of there's a whole bunch of different varieties out there. You shouldn't be completely stagnant on you have to eat chicken broccoli every single meal. There's a whole bunch of different sources out there. If you follow these different portions, especially this number 2, you should be going in the right direction. But again, I cannot stress this enough. This is really general still. If you really want to go into your like really big fat loss phase, you really have to figure out where you're starting. Okay, so if you're starting from square one and never dieted before, this is a great indicator that you're going to get great results. If you have been dieting for years or just came out of a crazy diet and lost 50 pounds, this may be a little bit too less. And again, we'll end up seeing if you're going for muscle building and trying to bulk up, again, it's going to be a little bit more different. But if you're just starting out, never really focused on it, this is the way to go.